The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, is leading a major push towards full digital transformations, according to the CBI Governor Ali Al-Alaq. Hello everyone, welcome back to Newsroom. I'm Chella Smith. This is your Middle East U.S. entertainment news here on YouTube. I air on Fridays, bringing you the latest of reforms and economics of Iraq based on reports put out by the Middle East news media outlets. I do this weekly review and it's based off my interest. Thank you everyone for joining me. Last week we talked about the Middle East trillions and what that meant for Iraq. Let's take a look at this week's headlines. In the beginning of the week, the Baghdad summit highlighted Iraq's regional leadership. Prime Minister Farhad Aden's advisor confirmed that smooth and stable execution of the Baghdad summit, emphasizing Iraq's regained leadership's role in the region. The summit held without security disruptions centered on political, economic, and security initiatives. Iraq, now seen as a pivotal player, holds the summit's presidency for the upcoming year, with mandates to implement key regional agreements. We'll talk more about that later in this report. Global audit firms to overhaul Iraq's insurance sector. Finance Minister Taysemi announced Iraq has engaged in 2 global firms, including Ernst & Young, to evaluate the state-owned insurance sector. The strategic move aims to align with Iraq's insurance operations with global standards through potential mergers, restructuring, and efficiency improvements. These assessments is overseen by the Council of Ministers. And Baghdad to host major global energy forums in September. Baghdad is preparing to host the Baghdad International Energy Forum in early September 2025, sponsored by Deputy Prime Minister Hayyan Abdul Ghani and organized in partnerships with SOMO and key Iraqi institutions. The forum will welcome ministers from 12 countries and executives from top oil firms. The agenda includes sustainability, innovation, and global market developments, signaling Iraq's expanding role in shaping energy dialogue. Kurdistan signs major gas deals with U.S. firms. The Kurdistan Regional Government, the KRG, is set to sign 2 major agreements with American companies to boost natural gas productions. One key deal involves a joint venture, Marin Energy, between the HKN Energy and the Onyx Group, targeting the massive Marin gas field. The second agreement grants Western Zagros rights to the Top Hana Kurdamir block for oil and gas productions. Initial gas outputs is aimed at powering the region and enhancing Iraq's electricity grid. The Marin field is estimated to hold up to 8 trillion SCF of natural gases. The projects will support the KRG's ambitions to establish 24-hour electricity using domestic energy resources, while Iraq continues grappling with energy import dependency. Okay, we have a lot to unpack here with this notice of the continuation of national emergency with respect to stabilization of Iraq. So let's go over what is all going on here. So what the U.S. continuation of national emergency on Iraq actually means. And on May 9th, 2025, President Donald J. Trump, during his second term, officially extended the national emergency regarding Iraq for another year, a policy originally declared in 2003 by Executive Order 13303. What does this mean for Iraq? Ongoing U.S. oversight and legal power. The declaration allows the U.S. government to continue exercising special legal powers over Iraq-related assets and activity, especially those that could impact U.S. foreign policy or Iraq's stabilization. Perceive instability. The U.S. still sees Iraq's political administration and economic institutions as unstable, posing as potential threat to the U.S. interests. That reflects ongoing concerns about corruption, sectarian division, and external influence. months. The impacts on reconstruction and investment. Well, international companies, banks, and governments often use U.S. emergency orders as risk indicators. The continuation might deter some investments or delayed aid, especially from entities looking for stable legal environments. The message to the U.S. Congress and allies, it signals to lawmakers and international partners that Iraq still needs close monitoring and support to reach long-term peace and development. The bottom line, the U.S. government believes that Iraq has yet stabilized enough politically or economically to remove the emergency status. This keeps key financial protection and oversight tools active for another year. Iraq's Finance Ministry, Taif Sami, has confirmed that the ministry is working to modernize administrative and financial systems, enhance transparency and financial discipline, and consolidate economic stability. She met with the U.S. Embassy's economic team to discuss joint cooperations with the FSVC program to enhance Iraq's economics and financial capabilities. The two sides discuss mechanisms for supporting the general budget and technical cooperation in budget preparation and government accounting. The American team expressed readiness to provide technical and advisory support, particularly in developing tools for program budgeting and performance, improve accounting systems, and developing financial information systems. The two parties agreed to continue coordinating and organizing training workshops for the ministry's employees in various technical disciplines to support best practice in the public financial management and sustainable developments. And the Kurdistan Regional Prime Minister Mauser Barzani met with the U.S. Deputy Secretary of the Treasury Bradley Smith in Washington to discuss financial reforms and digital modernization efforts by the Kurdistan Regional Government, the KRG. This meeting focused on progress and the My Account projects, a flagship program promoting financial transparency and efficiency through digital public services. This visit is part of the KRG's effort to strengthen international partnerships and attract investments. Speaking about digital transformation, Iraq's digital transformation and currency overhaul is here. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, is leading a major push towards full digital transformations, according to the CBI Governor Ali Al-Alaq. The government has developed a strategy to move away from paper-based systems and embrace a fully digital government. Ministries are already taking action, and a national data center has been established to support the shift. Over the past year, paper transactions at the CBI have dropped by 50%, and the goal is to phase them out completely. As part of this transition, the CBI is working on creating a digital version of the Iraqi dinar in collaboration with regional and international financial institutions like the Arab Monetary Fund. Back in February, Ali Al-Alaq confirmed that this new digital dinar would eventually replace the paper currencies for interbank transactions. Iraq's prime minister has emphasized that digital transformation, including the use of AI and electronic payments, is central to Iraq's border economic reforms. So what does that exactly mean for the Iraqi dinar? Well, number one, inside of Iraq, how it affects it, it's a new economic era. Less cash, more digital payments. Iraqis will start using digital wallets, mobile banking apps, and possibly a central bank digital currency like a CBDC for everyday purchases and business transactions. This could also better transparency and security. By reducing paper transactions, Iraq aims to combat corruption, improve tax collection, and streamline public services. And finally, it increases financial inclusion. More people will have access to the banking system, especially those in rural and underserved areas. And number two, for global holders of the Iraqi dinar, short term, no immediate revaluation or cash out opportunity is expected. The transformation focuses on infrastructure, not valuation, at least initially. However, medium to long-term cases boost its credibility. A successful digital transformation backed by international cooperation could strengthen confidence in the Iraqi economy, attracting investment. The potential increase in its value as Iraq stabilizes digitalizes and diversifies its economy beyond oil, the Iraqi dinar may appreciate. If Iraq becomes a more integrated player in global finance, demand for the dinar could rise. And digital dinar use cases. If Iraq's digital dinar gains international interoperability, it could be the use for cross-border trade and remittances, making it more valuable globally. My final thoughts. This is not a get-rich-quick scenario. As many of you know, the shift to the digital dinar is about monitorizing Iraq's financial system, not creating an overnight wealth. However, if successful, this move lays the foundation for a more stable and valuable currency over time, potentially benefiting Iraqis at home and long-term dinar holders abroad. And you've been watching Newsroom Weekly Review. I'm Chella Smith with your Middle East U.S. entertainment news on reforms and economics of Iraq, bringing you all the latest dinar news without having to keep up with all the different outlets. We're here on YouTube every Friday, so don't forget to subscribe and turn those notification bells on. If you like our content, give us a thumbs up. If you really like our content, you can always seed a super chat or a super thanks in the comment section below. I hope you've enjoyed this week's data. Well, it's officially garden season around here, and our garden is officially planted. I hope at home you guys are growing a small pot of flowers or maybe a few vegetables, or maybe you're growing a small or large garden. Ours seems to be expanding every year for our family. It's great for our health, mind, spirit, and soul. Again, thank you for visiting Newsroom Chella Smith with your trusted Dinar News. We'll see you guys next week. Take care. Make sure you join us Fridays, 4 p.m. with Newsroom Updates with Chella Smith Entertainment News.